Hi, everyone. It's me, Tim. I hope you're all having a good holiday. I'm secular, but I do enjoy a good Christmas. And I think if I could pull off a good Papa Hemingway, I think I can also pull off a halfway decent Santa Claus. Anyway, I thought that because today is Christmas, I would read an essay I wrote in 2002 at Troika. And this was why we were making Temple of Elemental Evil. I wrote it during the holiday period there. It's called A Christmas Lesson in CRPG Design. So let me just read this to you. Now, I wrote this, like I said, 21 years ago. So there we go. Every year at Troika Games, we have a gift exchange at Christmas time, or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, depending on who you ask. The rules are very simple. Each person buys a gift for some prearranged amount of money, usually $20. They wrap it and place it under our Christmas tree. On the last day of work before the holidays, we draw lots to see what order we get to pick our gifts. It seems straightforward enough, but there's a catch. Instead of picking a gift from under the tree on your turn, you can choose to steal a gift from someone who has already unwrapped one. The victim then gets a choice to take another gift from under the tree or to steal a gift from someone who hasn't already been robbed yet that turn. So a particular turn isn't over until someone takes an unwrapped gift from under the tree, because either they don't see a gift they want to steal or because every gift has been stolen once already. The whole event can be a little crazy and a little tumultuous, but everyone has a fun time. I've learned a lot about CRPG design from this event. One lesson is obvious. Always steal the best things you can. Every CRPG designer borrows heavily from past works, especially features that have become popular and even expected in a game. Remember when automapping wasn't a standard feature in a CRPG? Conversely, a designer should expect his good ideas eventually to appear in his competitors' games. Don't get upset at this. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Another lesson that should be obvious: turn-based games are still fun. Despite the plethora of real-time computer games on the market, there's still satisfaction in playing a game in the old-fashioned turn-based method we all grew up with in tabletop games. Some newer games seem to be real-time for no other reason than because real-time is more modern. Why make a real-time D&D computer game which requires you to ignore or change all the rules having to do with D&D's inherently turn-based nature? I'm surprised no one's made a real-time chess game. I found out later somebody has. I'll even give you a good name for it: Extreme Chess. And don't forget the sticker, now with fat loot. But some lessons I have learned from the gift exchange are more subtle. For example, some people spend a lot of time picking out their gift, sometimes thinking about gift ideas for months before the exchange party, while other people just grab something during their lunch hour on the day of the party. There seems to be no correlation between how much time someone spent picking out a gift and how popular the gift is, where I base a gift's popularity on how many times people try to steal it. Sometimes a gift is really popular, and sometimes it's not, and it's hard to tell beforehand what people are really going to want. Making an RPG is similar. You can have a lot of ideas, but until you implement them and see how other people like them, it's hard to tell what people like. Some people think that spending a lot of time on a feature makes it good. In fact, I've seen truly awful ideas that a person has spent months developing, and I've seen wonderful ideas that have been implemented in 5 minutes. Again, you can't always predict what will be fun and what will not. You try your best and have to be willing to accept criticism. Now, sometimes people buy gifts for the exchange that they personally would like to receive. Usually they figure that their friends have similar tastes and would like the gift too. Or maybe they're just being cynical and they buy it to ensure that there will be at least one gift there that they want to steal. In the same vein, designers often add features they personally enjoy, usually with the same justifications. People similar to them will like it, they figure, and if they don't, well, I'm a designer and it's going in because I like it. Just because you like a feature doesn't mean it should stay in the game. If playtesters find the feature confusing, tedious, or just plain worthless, you should change it or throw it out. Finally, there's always a person who brings the strangest gift to the party and afterward claims to have had a dozen good ideas, but couldn't find any of them at the mall. For a CRPG, this experience reminds me of the old adage that ideas are a dime a dozen. It's easy to have an idea, it's harder to implement it, and even harder to take criticism to improve it, especially when there is a temptation to ship the game already. It's done and bug-free. That may be true, but if the game isn't fun, then it's not done. For the record, the most popular gift at a Troika gift exchange was an alligator cookie jar that when opened would say in a Cajun accent, "Mm-mm, them sure is some tasty cookies." Remember, there's no accounting for taste in gifts or game design. Anyway, I hope you all have a nice holiday. I hope you like that Christmas lesson in CRPG design.